Good morning, good morning.
What up?
Lovely people coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. You know what it is. So let's get right into it. Sports update.
We got a lot going on.
We got too much.
First of all, where should we start? With
NFL.
NFL, let's go.
Go in order.
Man, I want y'all to start with Tyson Fury, but
Woo.
go ahead.
NFL.
We'll say that for last.
Man, my team 0-3 the last 3 weeks.
Who's your team?
49ers.
Okay.
Hey, man, look, our team, you know, the Rams is they
Yeah.
I don't get it. You know,
Cowboys came
want
in there.
Cowboys want to finally win with us. Y'all suckers.
They came in there looking good.
It's just good.
We might have woke them up.
Yeah, and I was getting text messages during the game. I'm like,
man.
see,
What Ricky say?
not from Rick.
okay.
Rick, no better.
Who? Who?
Big game.
Who's giving you the heat?
Different people. It's
It's
all
man,
good.
look. Y'all can go
I
somewhere.
don't even want to acknowledge him.
Y'all can go somewhere. Until
Raiders.
I know
until
there's
your
a lot
team.
of confidence this season with
Look,
this.
all I gotta say is
this
until your
Dallas
team come with that
situation.
la da da da
Yeah.
da.
What you mean this
Super Bowl,
season?
They come in. It's been a little quiet. It's been a little, you know what I mean?
Man,
It's like some fever in the house this year, you know?
we got the Raiders lost. Jimmy over there, Garoppolo.
Raiders always lose. What's new?
Yeah, but they losing because of Jimmy. They losing because of Jimmy now.
Wow.
Bro.
Hey man, you look.
Devontae Adams.
There was
mad.
a point where you was loving Jimmy when
I
he was
that
with
was
Frisco.
baby Brady. Man, I thought Jimmy was the truth. After like 3 seasons, I was like, nah.
He ain't it.
Done.
Yeah.
We also have the big three. We got some controversy with that, man. What's going on with that, G?
They're competition to the NBA in some way or fashion. The NBA is looking at what Ice Cube got going on as competition, and they're kind of interfering with his growth. That's what the allegations are, and I could believe that. You know what I'm saying? Just because we've seen countless times where a larger corporation, when the smaller guys trying to get to their level and expand and make their company grow, they like hold on and they want to slow your growth because potentially you can be a competitor eventually down the road one day.
How do you do that? Like, how do you interfere with someone's growth? Like, so what you start doing?
Money. What you mean?
Would you pay off Cube or do you pay off
No. You
people
just,
to not market for?
You
them?
have,
When you have a monopoly, it's oversaturated.
Exactly,
You're getting
so-
all the money.
but the interesting part is the FBI is like, hold on, like what y'all, why y'all trying to hold the big three back? What y'all doing?
So how serious is that? The
that is,
FBI?
I can't wait to
Because
see
that
what's gonna
sounds
happen.
like-
Well,
I mean,
Because
Pretty
if the
serious,
FBI
right?
is involved, that's a real.
that mean they were
situation.
spending large amounts of money to interfere. I'm assuming,
possibly.
I'm just, I'm guessing.
We did hear that the Saudis are very interested in the big three, just like they were in golf.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like they were as golf, and
yeah.
and
You know
other
what? You
things
got
like that too.
Yeah, it's a lot of other
Right.
sports
right.
sports leagues that are
Yeah,
coming after our players.
and it's going to transition to the next conversation we talk about.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
I had a theory. I shared it with y'all earlier.
Which all
I think
translates
that
to
they also
dollars.
worried about those players that are older, like year 14, 15, 16, 17.
they still got legs.
Yeah, and if I'm in year 20 in the NBA, I'm looking at the big three. Like, Cube might cut me 10 mil, opposed to over here, the veteran deal
I don't
might
know
be
about 10 mil, but
I'm just throwing
Okay.
numbers out, but it ain't gonna be. It's gonna be more than the veteran minimum. for
probably
some,
so.
You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
So
and it can actually lead down the road to some big revenue. Like if you
big
get
5-on-5.
because if you get big investors and it's all about
Family.
all about money. So once you're on television, you know what I'm saying? That's step one. He already knocked that out. Now he's trying to get more of his games seen. And remember, he was looking for investors, for people to buy the team and purchase the team. And that was one move the NBA did. They said if you are in the NBA, you cannot own a Big Three team. You know
And
what I mean?
let's
Because he
also-
wanted to have teams in every city and have their owners, be responsible for their own teams and drafting people and getting people into
It's
the
a
league.
great idea.
Absolutely
That
right.
is.
With no greed.
Absolutely right.
It's amazing.
And let's also
idea.
think about the staffing and coaching opportunities as
Yes,
well. That
employment
opens up,
opportunities. I mean,
Hey,
come on, y'all.
Every show, you
Right.
the one.
Fact shit.
Right.
It's money out here for everybody, dog. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say. It's
Because
money
he
out
do
here for
got
everybody.
He got Charles Oakley over there getting some
Right.
money still. He got Gary Payton still getting some money. These is coaches. Steven Jackson. He got he even got players that's in their early 30s still getting a
Right.
bag that can't get picked up in the NBA no more.
Right.
Guys
Right.
like McCants and Flynn. Man, he got a lot of dudes over there still, bro.
And I
Hey,
think
man,
when
let
you
him
start
play.
seeing LeBron James show up to games to show that support, lend his star power, and this guy from Boston,
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, he showed
Yeah.
up to a
Yeah,
game.
it is true.
That's
Yeah.
just showing like a camaraderie and a,
Didn't he
and a
compete
brotherhood.
in the
That's what I'm saying. That's like
No, he played in something.
I just don't want to see
I don't
them
know.
using
I
like
don't know.
mob tactics to try to keep the money in. That when it comes to like when you're doing like collusion and that kind of stuff, whatever, you have to start looking like, okay, wait a minute.
Right.
And
You
you
know,
think
maybe
if,
the FBI does need to get involved.
you
Like,
think they
why
only
are
doing it
you-
because it's Ice Cube? Like, what if it was?
Nah.
No,
You
no.
know, I don't
Nah.
think
Oh,
it has
ain't
anything to
It's
do with
it's
you
just
know,
It's business.
It's business.
it's business.
That's all I look
yeah.
at
It ain't the
That's
complexion.
all.
It don't
I don't
help.
think so.
That's not
I
a,
don't think
It don't help.
that's not a positive. It's not a
Man.
positive. If it was Larry Bird, Larry
Larry
Legend,
Legend?
They might give him a little more leniency. Yeah.
might be a little,
Yeah.
No, I think that's what it is. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
might have made it part of All-Star Weekend or something.
But speaking of
We got to move on to this
Yeah.
Tyson Fury fight. We watched that fight.
Oh,
and all I have to say is Cap. Fury lost.
Fury lost that one.
Fury lost, bro. I'm sorry.
cat.
Look, they said that Fury threw more punches. That was not true because right before the match ended,
Mm-hmm.
they said I forgot the dude's name, but he threw far more punches, far more heavier punches than Fury did. He knocked the dude down,
Knocked him down,
And-
too.
and it was like he had more control over the ring than Fury. Bro,
Mhm.
I don't know what they doing out there, but that was cap.
Yeah.
Fury, you did not win. I'm sorry. The boy had
Man, I hate to go that route, but just looking at them, I didn't think he was going to win.
See.
That dude came in there with that ball. He didn't have no blend on the side.
Nah,
He
Hey,
just went
man.
straight to the...
we was in there and I said, man, he looks like a Street Fighter
Yeah,
character.
he looked scary.
Yeah.
Like ball rug. Like he
Maybe
was
that
in there.
was his goal, to look as intimidating as possible.
That dude is intimidating, bruh.
But no, he
And he beat him up, I think, man. in my opinion.
he did have dominance of the ring.
You know, they
but-
said Mike Tyson trained him for that fight.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Out there looking like him.
And they put on a hell of a show though. Like whoever was in charge of the damn the pre-show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to get into
I
the
missed
sidebar with the Saudis
Mhm.
because man, this was an amazing performance. Damn the fight.
Mm-hmm.
The preliminary concert, they had Little Baby well, I can't remember the
Going up.
other
That was dope.
performances.
Hey,
But-
the ring did like this. Look.
Yes.
After they was done performing, the stage slid over and the ring came up off the ground.
It
like
was
this.
Yo.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
The
looked
best.
different.
Yeah. That's good for heavyweight, too,
It was
man.
nice.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yes.
But
I
once
think we're going to see
again,
more of him.
That's why they both connected because events like that you don't think that poses a threat to boxing in other
Yeah.
areas that are
Yeah.
used to like Vegas boxing?
Mm-hmm.
That was a whole
Oh.
event.
Look, the MGM gonna have to step that game up. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
in terms of business, it's like, hey, if you see somebody on the rise that you could potentially see as a threat to your revenue later on,
And they had so many people out there.
you try to step one is you try to buy them out.
They
You know
had
what I'm saying?
all the famous old boxers out there. You name it, they was there. Eminem, Kanye was out there sitting front row. There was a lot of people out there.
You're not buying
know.
Cube out. You're not buying them out. So.
Nah, yeah. Let the Saudis connect with Q. Boy, it's gonna be a wrap.
And in college football,
Oh man,
Colorado, man,
they
players
lost twice.
The players from
jacked.
Colorado, they lost on the field to UCLA, but then when they get back to their locker rooms, all their jewelry is missing.
Now, where was security at? Now,
security turned a blind eye to that. You already know.
they turned to super blind eyes.
What we just talking about before the show started.
Exactly.
Security got paid off.
Come on, man.
They slid them one of them chains.
Hey,
here, bro.
man.
You know, real.
That was not cool. These young men was out here trying to play their game, and
what's up with it all? It seemed like it's just L.A. though.
Now, I'll just say
No,
it's not.
It's not just L.A.
I just got mad when I found out it happened.
They just got caught slipping.
It's robbing season, y'all. It's like
at the college game.
At the college game,
how you get in the locker room?
Nah, that's an inside job. That's an inside job. Man.
I mean, I just feel like we've been talking about their
Look
jewelry
at
almost as much as we've been talking about the plays on the field.
Sure,
so somebody out here watching both things. You know what I mean? Like what they have on, like what they're driving.
They don't like them.
Now I get it, right? George just commented, "Don't bring your ice to the game," but you should feel secure. I mean, it's like
everybody else do. You go to that Lakers.
They all dripped
that
out.
Laker room before, not the locker room while they playing, and you'd be surprised what they got in there. They got everything in there.
Yeah.
But listen, what you said though, like that's the home team. Like I'm not. You got to think.
Hey,
in college rivalries, aren't they always stealing each other's mascots and goats and damn
how they doing that?
donkeys and all kind of stuff? They in there stealing everything.
Yeah,
hey, I mean, yeah, but
the NBA is not known for that. They don't have a this team's mascot kidnapped or nothing like that. At college, they do that all the time. They play pranks and jokes on each other, and the security's
so maybe they'll get it back. Maybe they'll.
No.
Okay, so that wasn't like a.
That's gone.
No, that's gone.
That's just gone. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
No cameras.
UCLA not responsible for that.
Are there any suspects?
Right.
Like any.
A lawsuit, maybe?
Yeah. Nah, they're
So my thing is, how secure is the locker room now? Would you be worried about that?
Not at all.
I'll be very worried. Very.
Right.
If it's an inside job, I don't think you got
something, right? So what about other things?
Exactly.
Anyway.
And then you can tamper with equipment. You can do anything when you're in the locker room. So they really need to lock that down. You should not have access to the other players' locker room at all. Super safety issue, but they might want to consider like not taking the jewelry to the game either next time, especially when they're on the road.
But one thing that we do know, this is the Rose Bowl, so Rose Bowl got insurance. They gonna pay for this.
Oh yeah,
somebody.
They gonna pay.
That's a lot of jewelry.
They gonna have some better jewelry when they come back home.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
that
I'm just saying all the stuff that happens.
In
Diamond District now, and I broke that thing down.
Clint is no.
Yeah, let's move on. Los Angeles County officials have reported that the zero bail system is working. I don't know who's giving them this information.
Shout out.
They say less than 3%. Less than 3% of people are rearrested under the new zero bail system. So when they get out without paying bail, they said it's working. Where?
Hey, man, look.
Where? You know how crazy it's been outside right now?
Very
Where is
crazy.
this working?
Yeah, no.
And that's a cold segue.
It's crazy out here.
Talking about this LA robbery.
Yeah, hello.
So sidebar, right? Over the weekend, my godmom's got her car taken, right? And right in front of the house. In front of the ring and all that, right? And, I can understand, her anger and everything. And she said she went down to the police station and they was like, yeah, if you see him, don't do nothing. If we see him, we're not going to chase him. We're not going to, hopefully they just pull over.
They just don't want to ride around a little bit.
No, they said hopefully they just pull over. But if not, we just let them go because we don't want to, have a chase or anything like that because we'll be responsible. So it's pretty much like, damned if you do, damned if you don't now.
It's the Gotham City remix out here, man.
Hey, for real.
I don't understand and this is one of them things where I guarantee it's probably like you taking in data and the numbers say this, but if you ask the people in the areas that's most affected by this type of crime, they will tell you if you got two sets of eyes, you already know ain't nothing going down. There's no downward trending when it comes to crime. It is going up through the roof, skyrocketing. We all see it. From murders to people getting shot, robbed, burglary, everything is up in certain areas. So
I mean, they're giving these people a real pat on the wrist.
Yeah.
Like, Don't do it again.
That boy said a pack.
We see it though. We
No,
see
for real.
it.
Yeah.
And it's
Like-
ironic that we talk about a team getting all their jury taken.
Right.
And even if they would have caught them, guess what would have happened?
They'd have been out the
That'd
same
been out the
game.
same day.
They'd have went to the next game.
Yes.
I get it next
There's no
time.
consequences now.
Man,
Yeah.
you see what happened a couple of months ago, that Foot Locker or the Nike Town,
Right.
they just walked in there. It was like, looked at security, was like, and kept walking, bro. There's no more consequences.
Listen, it says with less than 3% of people rearrested under the new pre-arraignment release protocol system. So what does that mean for the future? It's just new people doing new crimes and just getting away with it?
Oh, no.
But see that,
Because-
see that. I'm gonna tell you why I think that's misleading, right? If someone goes and commits a crime, and then they get right out, just because you don't arrest me doesn't mean it's not a measure that I'm not out here doing crime anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm still doing crime. You just haven't caught me.
Right.
And
That's
then-
what Sean did. She made a good
Yeah.
point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's based off them getting arrested. It's not accounting for those who didn't get caught.
exactly.
Right.
Ah,
Exactly.
facts, Sean.
And then how many times have we seen people just stand down? Like you said, I was in a grocery store. I told you the story where people are walking straight out the grocery store with whatever they want to, and people are just looking
Right.
at them because
Right.
of they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to get sued. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
intervene.
Like the whole basket filled with meat.
Filled.
You taking the whole basket in the back of a truck
Oh, that's
Outside.
crazy.
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
See,
on
next
camera.
time, okay. See, if it's like that, then next time I go grocery shopping, I'm
Right.
gonna leave the shit on the bottom.
Okay.
The little water at the bottom, they can't scan that. They don't see that.
I mean, we didn't say incriminate
Just
yourself,
They
nigga.
see it,
right on
they
back.
see it,
Nah,
they see
I
it.
want
Shut
some
up.
action too.
And he's just playing.
I want some action too.
Nah.
I'm just
Moving right
I'm
along.
playing.
Pay for your groceries.
I'm
Moving
joking.
right along. Magic Johnson has received billionaire. He's reached.
a
he's reached
billionaire
billionaire
status.
status. Hold on.
Yeah.
Gotta applaud that man.
Yeah.
According to Forbes, Johnson is the fourth professional athlete behind Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods.
Man, it seemed like Magic. Yeah, I love how Jordan and Magic, man,
They did
they
that.
always
Yes.
they neck and neck. Even after
Right.
their career, they just be making moves. And because Jordan
Right.
just became a billionaire, I believe, not that long ago.
I thought he got scammed.
So they
Yes,
said
man.
his rise
Didn't somebody
on
take
Forbes
George's
list
money?
came from investments in Starbucks, movie theaters, majority owner in the Washington Commanders, and insurance
mean,
companies.
We've been watching him get down for
Right.
years.
Shout
I
out!
remember when he got
Shout out to Magic. It's
Fridays.
showtime.
Remember when he got Fridays
Yeah.
back in the
Oh
day?
yeah.
Oh, that was
24.
that was so big.
we
That
was
Magic
like 15,
Fridays.
14 years old back then.
Yeah.
That
was
Magic
nice.
Fridays, man. That
Yeah.
was everything.
Man,
back
he
in the
turned
day.
that Friday. Man, he had that Fridays cracking for a
Yes.
strong, maybe what, 5 years?
And he, I just want to say he has a 60% stake in the Iowa-based life insurance company, Equitrust. He purchased that in 2015, y'all. Did anybody know about that?
No.
Mm-mm. You know who I think is in
No.
pace to
No.
do this too? Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Shaquille
Look
Oh,
O'Neal.
out.
hell
Shout
yeah.
out to
Shaq
Shaq.
is-
Exactly.
I told you that
Yeah.
time I was somewhere in a whole nother city in a parking lot and seen a company optometrist for the glasses.
Yeah.
Shaq on the side.
Yeah.
I said, he got glasses?
Hey,
Yeah.
Shaq's out
Ain't
And
here.
he,
even know
and he
that.
also has a parcel company now too, so
See?
he has a delivery
What?
service. Yes,
Man,
Yes,
and he's the
exactly.
president now of Reebok with Allen Iverson.
Yes.
And
Shout
Papa
out to that.
John's. The
Yeah.
only minority or the only black person on the Papa John's board, I think. So yeah,
That's
shout out to
dope.
Shaq on his way,
Remember that?
bro.
He said, guess who owns JCPenney's?
Yeah. Shaq on his way, bro. I know for sure we're
Yeah.
going to talk about
and
Shaq
Forever
one day.
21, I
On here.
want to say. Yeah, it's a lot.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
it's a
Shaq.
lot.
Man, I don't
Mhm.
know if we're gonna be able to get to
Let's
all
move on.
these.
We got to move right on in. Let's go. A group of women comprise a list of 25 places they do not want to be taken on the first
Oh, my
date.
goodness.
Mm.
And this went kind of controversial
Mhm.
because it
Very.
included like every damn where.
It got real petty.
Hey.
It's like, you don't want nobody then. You don't want
know,
nobody.
It's like,
Now-
yo,
Everywhere.
Once again, we talked about this, right? Now I know they said the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Now, I am not a big fan of the Cheesecake Factory, but I'm sorry. Cheesecake Factory is a good restaurant.
It's decent. It's good.
It is a good restaurant.
Yeah.
It gives you a variety of everything you want. The ambiance is pretty decent. You know, y'all tripping.
Yeah, y'all. You guys should have saw the other list that they put out from the people that don't care.
yeah, I'm about to
Like
pull
the
that
real.
up. Right,
I
here we
should say
go.
The real.
Oh, please,
Here
run
we
that.
go.
Yeah, what they say.
So this is the list of people that don't give a damn where y'all think you should go on a first date. Adults. Number one, it say adults. 2, potential wives. And it just goes on. Man who prioritize saving money. Yeah, because it's all kind of different reasons you might not go to.
Smart adults.
Keep going.
They hit you with the adults again. Smart adults.
Responsible adults. Down to earth women.
Hey.
Shout out to that. I have to apply that.
What's your favorite? I love number 6.
People with
personality. Facts.
That's a huge deal for me because you can really catch a vibe.
Someone with critical thinking skills.
Right. And let me go ahead. Critical thinking skills. Now, so this one girl, she was on social media, she said, I was real uncomfortable about a man taking me on a date for coffee. But she was like, first off, like, you still, even though you may not be spending the money, you still are spending time. And you may be at a date and you may be enjoying this meal, but with some old irritating dude with money. So you sitting here with this dude and have to entertain this dude.
Right.
Even though he may be buying you lobster and everything, but you don't want to be here with him, right? So she was like, I didn't think that going on coffee dates is cool, but that's just a prelim. Let's just see if our energy matches.
Yeah.
Right? So, once again, it goes back to the coffee dates or the ice cream dates, just to see
a little meet and greet of some type
to see if we can actually, go to a dinner, because one, right, you don't want a man to pick you up, right? That you don't know, right? So at least the coffee or the ice cream date, or a walk in the park, you guys have a common ground.
It could be a buffer, yeah.
Yes, it's a buffer. Yeah. Thank you, Shima. So now it's like, once again, critical thinking. You want to think about this stuff because you don't want in your personal space or wasting your time. And on top of that, you can have more or multiple dates, in that day, because, if we working 5 days a week, we got the gym, we got possible kids and everything like that. And you only have 2 days to yourself and you're trying to date, right? Just think, right? You can go on 5 or 6 coffee dates, just be like, look, I'm just trying to fill everybody out. And that's how you can weed people out,
Right.
And it's not,
I did hear someone, a woman said that this is kind of like game playing, though, at the same time. If you're trying to represent yourself as maybe not having the money to do certain activities to kind of fill them out, that is not being forthcoming with, like, who you really are.
Exactly.
Like, if you got it and you're just doing it to say, let me see if she would like me without knowing that I got bread. That is kind of playing the game too at the same time.
Brings up this I think we talked about this a few months ago, but when we were talking about the people testing people, it's kind of like the same thing. I get energy. Yeah.
All right, we got to move on though. Issa Ray, shout out to Issa Ray. She is launching her own Prosecco, right?
Yes, Prosecco.
Hello.
Yeah. So, I'm a little nervous because it's with E&J. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey man, wait.
I'm a little apprehensive.
Hold on. E&J
I'm gonna give it a buck.
had it popping for a long time, brother.
I'm happy for Issa Ray. Fingers crossed because it's E&J. It rhymes, right? Come on, man.
Hey, you got
Issa Ray with E&J.
We got to see though. She might bring them back.
100% Layer grapes. They're known for their delicate, sweet flavor in the sparkly Italian wines category. I just want to say this. Listen, it doesn't matter what or where. A lot of these things come from the same house. You know what I mean?
Hey, and they just changed the name. You're right.
Hey man, because you got to
think
right?
about it.
But listen, so when you put that E&J out on that first date, then just roll.
All I'm saying is, right? Look.
Ciroc here.
Do y'all remember what Ciroc first looked like?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It was in a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Homie.
Yes. Diddy just turned it around.
Diddy just made it jiggy.
That's why I said.
And it's funny because you'll have vodkas that are high priced, and in my opinion,
we need to see if we can get
vodka,
this.
No, yeah,
which is cheaper.
No, we need to make some phone calls.
Can we get our hands on
this
better quality
Prosecco?
vodka?
I know you like that Prosecco. So, like I said, we said Issa Ray is coming out with her own Prosecco,
and we know everything she
with
touched.
E&J.
It's fire. Everything she has anything to do with.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great.
Shout out to Hilltop Coffee and
Issa Ray
Winery, and her eatery also at the Hilltop Cafe. So she's doing big things.
Look out for that, y'all. Issa Ray.
Yeah.
Can we keep going, please?
Yeah, let's go.
Issa, can you come to the podcast?
Come on,
What's
Issa.
up?
Yes, please.
Like, please come
Bring
and
some
sit
wine.
with us.
You know where it's at.
We're gonna talk about the hot dogs.
Yes, we got to. A company, Clear Foods, researched
I need
345
y'all to listen.
hot dog brands and found that not only do most vegan hot dogs contain meat, but a lot of hot dogs had human DNA in them.
Oh my
Okay,
God!
so-
Disgusting.
Listen.
Gross.
So I don't know if you heard that.
Man,
One more
I
time.
just had a chili
Your
cheese
hot
dog
dogs
yesterday, man.
Got human
people in
DNA
them.
in them.
Yes, human DNA.
That
Got
probably
people in
explains
them,
that
y'all.
factory they found all the human body parts.
Listen,
chopped up all
listen,
up.
listen. 345 companies, 2% of samples.
You know what?
Listen.
I hate to go there, but we gonna have food
2%.
shortages in these last days. So a lot of the food we eating gonna be each other.
2/3 of vegetarian samples contain the human DNA.
Come on now.
That's
Wait a minute.
crazy.
Ain't got no more
Then,
food.
then 10% of vegetarian samples contain meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ain't no more food.
Yes.
So you out here just
They lying.
Capping.
lying.
And we ain't
Lying.
want, I
Ain't
don't
no
even
more
want to think
food.
about how the human DNA.
And this
is in
goes back to where I
Come on
always
now.
felt like
I don't know. I don't know
wanna say
what
what
part of the DNA it is.
I don't
'Cause
know.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be
if I'm gonna
upset.
say this right, but
I don't know
I
if
just
it's
feel
the
like a true
mayonnaise, the
vegan or
mustard.
vegetarian, if you want to go that route, you really should just stick to the vegetables, the rice, and just grind it out.
Hey, we said a long
'Cause
time
when you
ago,
try
I
to-
don't need no chicken on the
He
stick.
said grind
Like,
it
don't
out.
give me no
Yes.
chicken on the straw.
So if you
what
need-
a-
What a
Don't
choice
give
of
me no
words.
Because if you start substituting things, for me, okay, let's go back to it. When you are a vegan, you really have a problem with animal product. You don't like animals being slaughtered and all of that stuff. So why are you trying to eat imitation food? You know what I'm saying?
that-
Food that is pretending to be
You trying to get to
animals.
next?
Some brands did surpass
It's
the,
cool. We gotta take
the
get that one in.
test and receive high scores. Those brands are Butterball, McCormick, Ecrick, and Hebrew National. So just to put it out
And
there.
that
Shout
might
out
be-
Butterball.
And that might be
Yeah.
My
cap because
bologna
that's
as a
like
first thing. Clint is
America's
undefeated, bro.
favorite
Clint
hot
always,
dog.
boy.
you know?
But it's also the
Let's-
standard. Like, what's the standard? Can it be like 0.something%?
No,
No.
hey, listen. It shouldn't be
Gross.
no
I'm just
human
saying, I don't know what the
DNA.
standard is.
It should not be any human DNA in hot
And this is
dogs, man. I'm
speculation.
sorry.
We don't know, y'all. So
Look,
whatever.
let's get to this next
That's
one.
a
'cause
zombie dog.
Yeah,
We
right
got
out
2
of
more
time.
minutes,
All
and
right.
this one's
So, allegedly, we gotta say that
Oh,
ex NBA player Joe Smith's wife had an OnlyFans that he did not know about, and they got in a heated argument on the internet, and it brought up the question of the day, which is, how would you feel if you come across hard times and your significant other went the route of an OnlyFans to secure the bag and help y'all pay for y'all bills? Because that's what the argument is.
But
I didn't know you
what
was
she
doing
doing
this.
on OnlyFans?
Huh?
What is she doing on OnlyFans?
Whatever you okay with.
Is she showing her feet?
She getting money, man.
She's on there.
But how you getting the money though?
She said she's doing herself.
Because if you
It's
showing
no-
a
it's
fresh
no other
mani
people.
petty off, and there's a dude out there that's gonna get riled up and pay for that,
I think she's doing herself.
You on there busting
and,
it
and in her
open.
words, that's how he met her. That's what she was doing before. So she's going
well,
back
a lot
to
of them
the,
women they do meet in
He's
that.
like, what are you doing? And she like, look, we haven't been able to make ends meet and pay the bills. So
Well, he
it
need to
just
go to
brought
the
up the
big
question. Hey man, they got a lot of bills.
You better get on that big three, boy.
I gotta-
Get
yeah.
your woman off OnlyFans or something.
Hey, for real. But how
So
would-
anyway, that brings us to our question of the day.
That's the question of the day. How would you feel about
Oh,
that?
I would be livid. I would be livid. I would be very
It's
upset.
one thing to have
How much
OnlyFans,
money she making?
But then when you
But
have an
it's-
OnlyFans and it's like a secret from your husband or wife, it's like,
Nah,
what?
I'd rather hit rock bottom and try to figure it out than to have my woman disrespecting herself and me.
What is
on
she
the
holding
internet.
it down though?
I don't
you keep
care.
the mansion,
You can't
the
pay for
Bentley,
respect.
How much money she making?
It don't matter. You
enough
can't pay for
enough for
respect.
your lifestyle is floating.
Hey,
We
man,
could have went
look,
about this. I gotta live with myself too. I gotta live with you.
Is she on there by herself?
Not pause.
Is she on there by herself?
Hey,
I
by herself.
got a comment.
She
you know.
is by herself. There's no other
Well, you
partners
know,
or any, you know what I mean?
what they
So
say
she's
in the
on there by
comments.
herself, right?
Persons, people,
Wait, I
humans.
have a comment on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she said, "Is she on there by herself or just just by herself?" You know, and
What if she twerking?
Hey, I want to ask the ladies too. If your man is up there doing the water hose and you know what I'm saying, he on there.
Cutting grass in the gray
If
sweats.
your man is on there, ski.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Can he?
ski. Oh, ski.
Can he?
Anytime, no,
Is that
anytime,
okay?
First of all, anytime
If he represents,
Anytime you do something in a partnership, you need to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation because it's going to come up. You're going to be
can he
pissed
represent
off.
for the rent?
You're going to be pissed off about it.
Hey, look.
Nah, I need to know what
So
she's
that's
doing.
your-
We don't know what she's doing.
So my thing is this: as she said, this is just one of her hustles. She has several jobs, so you know what I mean. Why are you going to knock her side hustles? What she's thinking?
Because
So,
I'm
I
okay
agree.
with it, but
If
I'm
it's-
not
if
doing.
it's-
I'll be upset.
So listen.
I don't think you would.
Here's
You
what
don't know what she's doing yet,
Here's what we
though.
got to do. We got to assume it's something that we're not okay with because he was pissed.
Okay,
right?
then I'm mad.
So
Yeah,
it's nothing like I'm showing my manicure off, my pedicure off, right? I'm assuming that it's something that a husband wouldn't want his wife to do.
In the middle of
Right?
Then I'm not okay with that. If it's something I don't like, nah, we could have went about it another way.
So my thing is this: if you know that you have your financial stability in jeopardy, why not have that conversation before you turn on the camera and sign the account up?
Because
you know
he's not going to go for it.
Yeah, and that's another
That's
thing.
the
Why'd
whole
you hide
point.
it?
You hit it because I already know it's a no.
You know what I mean? Then move, downsize, downsize.
I agree.
Okay?
Downsize,
Yeah.
But let's just stick to this.
Because to be honest, I feel also as the counterpart, if your spouse is doing that, you kind of gotta like be willing to downsize and actually get that moving. Because really, if you know the bills is piling up and that person is doing that, paying the bills, you got to be ready to take that car back. You got to be ready to pack up.
You have to
pack up that
had the money
U-Haul
for that.
and really
He knows he didn't have the money for that. Where did he think it was coming from?
No, but that's a
That's
message.
all-
I mean,
like,
but
he
you know,
coulda went on-
he
he
was a
coulda
ball.
went to the
You know,
big
he had
three.
some money back in the day.
Overseas.
if you know
Yeah.
you're living beyond your means,
Why she didn't fill out for the
yeah.
application form then instead
Yeah,
of
babe,
doing the
I
OnlyFans
talked to
application?
Cube for you, sweetheart.
because look,
We're gonna get you on the
Hey.
Commanders next week or one of them
because
teams.
this really points to another issue, which is like people always they don't just do it with OnlyFans. They may go out into the streets and go get it and
Right.
jeopardizing themselves in
They
another
get to
another
selling
way.
that thing.
Clint is undefeated. Talking about McDonald's is always higher. Hey man, look.
Is it any different if you got a dude out there, you got a
But see, the
family,
whole
and he in
point
the
is
streets
if you've been
hustling?
living a certain way, you don't want to do that. And that's why she probably made the decision without him. And it's like, you should have talked together and said, listen, this is what we need to do. Like,
Yeah,
everybody,
making a
like,
decision without talking to
Yeah.
him, and it's one like
like-
that. Come on.
It's like
You know what
super
I mean?
drastic though too, because you can't take that stuff off somebody got some
No.
recordings.
Yeah, somebody getting worked up.
Because
Right.
guess what?
Somebody keeping that.
Somebody over there getting worked up off your woman, boy.
Somebody gonna watch.
Somebody outside your house.
Someone
okay?
letting the stuff hit the floor.
It's a stalker somewhere. So
Steaming on the floor.
Hey,
This is our time, yo. I'm not messing with ladies.
That boy worked up.
We will see you next.
No, we have
And hit the
lunch
like
Tuesday.
button. Hit the like button.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, share.
we're trying to bring the whole world to you in 30 minutes. It's tough to